basil, chives, and oregano are quite happy growing on your windowsill. Right. Who's ready for this week's Natural Gardening Live? I am. I know I am. So today we're talking about herbs. So we're saying, we're talking about how the herbs can benefit your garden, how they can benefit you. Herbs that are easy to grow, and also herbs because of the benefiting you side. Herbs that will grow nicely on your kitchen windowsill, because we love a bit of kitchen herbage. And herbs that will grow nicely on your patio, in a patio garden as well. So that's what we're talking about today. Let me know in the comments if you're growing any herbs in your garden, what your favourite herb is to grow, and if you have any herbs growing on a kitchen windowsill. Just let us know. See what you've got going. So herbs offer a wide variety of different benefits for your garden, and as I say, and for yourself as well. So yeah, herbs can offer a wide variety of different benefits for your garden. My brain's all over the place today. From attracting beneficial insects as companion plants themselves. They can repel, which is absolutely fantastic, especially when you're having barbecues that we're going to be having hopefully very soon. They repel nuisance flies. I do this, really jumping into it now, I do this, I grow lemon balm in pots and containers, so I can move around the garden. But lemon balm has a lovely lemony scent to it. You don't even have to crunch the leaves up, it just smells naturally. Just brush past it and it smells. They do a fantastic job of repelling flying nuisance insects as well. So that on its own is perfect. So lemon balm as a insect repellent, perfect. Much better than a citronella candle. 100 times better than that, and it's just lovely all year round. So yeah, they attract in beneficial insects, they repel nuisance insects, they can give you the freedom to pick your own fresh herbs to cook with, or like add to salads and things, and these just, it brings another level to your cooking then, doesn't it? But herbs can also offer, in the realms of scent and cover, they can offer really good camouflage for your plants as well. So not only are they tasty, not only do they attract in all those good little insects that help protect your garden, but they protect your garden all on their own as well. So they create a nice scent camouflage, or actually sometimes a physical camouflage as well. So the scent from the plants, scent from the leaves, scent from the flowers, they can camouflage the scent of the plant that the nasties want to try and eat. So when they're flying over, they can't always see the plants that they're looking for, so they often go by scent. So if they can't smell them, they can't find them. So herbs play a really good role when it comes to camouflaging the plants you want to protect. They're very good like that. But as I say, the physical cover on their own, they'll hide them. They'll physically grow over them, camouflage them from the insects that are looking for them by sight as well. So if they can't smell them, they can't see them. Again, they can't find them, they can't eat them. So this works really nicely as a whole pest control method, if you like. Grow. So herbs are easy to grow, and they will live happily on your windowsill or in your patio garden. So some of my favourite herbs anyway. Some of my favourite herbs are quite happy living in your kitchen on a windowsill, in a nice sunny windowsill, even in a conservatory if you haven't got a kitchen windowsill, in a conservatory. So they'll grow really happy in there. But some of the woodier, if you like, woodier herbs, they prefer to be outside and they need a bit more air and light. So herbs like sage, parsley, basil, chives, they're really good as well. So I would say oregano as well will grow very happily on your windowsill. You can get the herb kits where they have the 4 pots or 3 pots or whatever. With the herbs, they got the compost, the seeds and everything. These are usually specifically picked types of herbs that they know, that people putting them together know will grow quite happily on your windowsill. So when you're next at your garden centre or nursery or whatever, and you're looking at these herbs, take note of the herbs that they got in them, because these, as I say, they've chosen these herbs in particular because they will grow quite happily on your windowsill. But as I say, woodier herbs like bay, rosemary, thyme. So the woodier herbs, they do need a bit more fresh air, a little bit more light and open space to grow. So they are much happier if you grow them in a container on your patio or out into your garden than they would be on a windowsill. They're quite easy to grow. They are very easy to propagate. I think I have done videos on propagation of herbs. I'm sure I have. I know I have. I've done sage. I know I've done sage. I'm pretty sure I've done basil as well, because I propagate basil during the summertime like there's no tomorrow. So they're really easy to propagate. So you can double or triple your crop quite quickly. So you have a windowsill full of all these different herbs before long, and they won't even worry about it. So they're really easy to grow and very productive as well. So as I say, the fresh herbs to add to your cooking straight from your windowsill, that benefits you no end. So yes, Right, so let me know in the comments, as I say, if you're thinking about growing herbs this year, if you're growing herbs this year already, if you've got them growing in your garden. I know I've got the herbs growing in my garden that have been there for many years now, like perennial, the woodier herbs. I've got a massive, very large and very aged, should I say, bay tree in the garden that gets a bit out of control. But I've also got things like sages, and I've got a chive plant that's quite happy. It's been living there for a while, and fennel as well that's been growing for quite a few years now. That's growing bigger and bigger. So I've got various different herbs growing in the garden that have been there for a long time, that are very perennial and very happy. But I sow my own annual herbs each year, and I grow those in the kitchen: basil, parsley, that side of things. But I grow those as well, so I sow those each year to grow. The support for your greenhouse. Now, I've thrown this on at the end because it was the last minute thought of mine as a way herbs can support your garden. I think it's on Monday I've got it scheduled for, but I can't remember because I'm useless. I think it's for Monday. I've got an tomato plant, companion plant video coming out, if that makes sense. The title will be better than that, I promise. And this is all about the plants that you can plant in your greenhouse with your tomatoes to help to support your tomato plants. So obviously watch that video on Monday, rather than me going through it now. But basil is included in this video, as well as a plant that I use in my greenhouse to support my tomato plants. So basil works really well as an interplanting plant as well, because the root system's quite shallow. It can be quite shallow. They usually have one thicker root that goes down to find the water, but most of the roots are quite shallow and fine. And they grow really nice spire of flowers as well, which the bees love. The scent that they give off in the greenhouse is amazing. So as soon as the weather they start to warm up, the oils and leaves, they break through, and then the scent that they create, it attracts in the bees. Bees love the smell. Bees and the beneficial insects to come in to pollinate the basil in particular, and then they come and pollinate your tomatoes. So it's a really nice knock-on effect there. But it's the oils in the leaves. So we were talking about essential oils the other day. The oils in the leaves play a massive role in supporting the health and well-being of the tomato plants and any other plant that might be growing in my greenhouse at the time. So they're really good at keeping away all the bad, like nuisance insects, if you like, that come in. They also, aphids don't like the smell of basil when it gets nice and warm as well. So it keeps them away. It will attract in the beneficial insects, which also keep the nasties away. It works really nicely. So that was my afterthought for you there. But check that video out Monday, because there'll be a lot more information in there that I can say right now. So yes, so let me know in the comments. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Let me know in the comments if you grow herbs in your garden, what your favourite herb is that you're growing in your garden, if you have any growing in your kitchen, and if you're planning on growing any herbs in your garden this year, what ones have you got going on? What have you planted, or what are you going to go and buy in plant form, you know what I mean, not buying seeds, to plant in. So let me know in the comments. On that note, I think that's it. I will call it a day there, and hopefully this has helped you learn the benefits that herbs can offer your garden and your plants and yourself. And get growing. See you later.